October 14th, 2:13 a.m. Rain poured across downtown Chicago. Inside the city's emergency dispatch center, a 911 operator answered what seemed like an ordinary call. 911, what's your emergency? For a few seconds, there was only silence. Then, a terrified young woman whispered, "Please, don't hang up." Her breathing was uneven, as if she had been running. The operator asked for her name. "Emily Carter." "He's inside my apartment. I can hear him walking." The location appeared on the screen. Apartment 307. Police officers were dispatched immediately. Before the operator could ask another question, Emily whispered one final sentence. "If you arrive too late, you'll only find my picture." The call ended. 4 minutes later, police reached apartment 307. The hallway was completely silent. No screams, no footsteps, nothing. The officers forced the door open. The apartment was empty. No broken furniture, no blood, no phone, nothing, except a framed photograph. A smiling young woman stared directly at the camera. The officers froze. It was Emily Carter. Detective Ryan Mason arrived minutes later. He opened Emily's case file. 5 years earlier, Emily Carter had disappeared without a trace. She was officially declared dead. No body had ever been found. Ryan looked back at the photograph, then replayed the emergency call. The frightened voice was real. If Emily had died 5 years ago, who had just called 911? That evening, Ryan searched apartment 307 alone. The apartment felt strangely cold. As he entered the bedroom, he heard 3 soft knocks. Knock, 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 coming from inside the wall. Ryan broke through the old plaster. Behind it, he discovered a narrow hidden passage. His flashlight revealed dozens of photographs. Every picture showed Emily, sleeping, walking home, shopping, smiling. Someone had secretly watched her for months. At the end of the passage sat an old cassette recorder. Ryan pressed play. Emily's voice echoed through the darkness. "Ryan, you're already too late." Ryan's heart stopped. He had never told anyone his name. Suddenly, the lights went out. Heavy footsteps echoed through the hallway. Slow, deliberate. Ryan stepped outside. At the far end of the corridor, a tall, hooded figure stood perfectly still. Its face was hidden in complete darkness. Ryan shouted, "Police, don't move!" The figure slowly raised one hand and pointed toward apartment 307. The lights flickered once, twice. Then, the figure disappeared. The next morning, Ryan searched old city records. Apartment 307 had been rebuilt 3 different times. Every previous tenant had reported strange phone calls, whispering voices, and a man standing silently in the hallway. Every one of them vanished. Exactly 17 days later. Ryan looked at the calendar. Yesterday, he had heard Emily's voice. Today was day 1. 3 nights later, the emergency dispatch center received another 911 call. Same apartment, same phone line. But this time, the operator recognized the voice. It wasn't Emily. It was Detective Ryan Mason. "Please, he's inside. Don't let him." The call suddenly ended. Police rushed back to apartment 307. The front door stood wide open. Ryan's badge lay on the floor. His flashlight still shined toward the bedroom. But Ryan was gone. The hidden passage had disappeared, as if it had never existed. Only 4 words remained, written across the bedroom mirror. "You came too late." The city permanently sealed apartment 307. No one was allowed inside again. But every year, on October 14th, at exactly 2:13 a.m., The emergency dispatch center still receives one phone call. A frightened young woman whispers, "Please, don't hang up." Then, a second voice interrupts. Calm, cold, patient. You're too late. The line disconnects. Exactly 17 seconds later. And to this day, no officer has ever entered apartment 307 and returned. The end.